We are joined now by Meva Beganovich. She is a volunteer with the Council on American Islamic Relations, also called CAIR.
So, Meva, we do want to begin with your initial reaction. You were just as horrified when you found out about this terror attack.
Definitely. I was extremely saddened to hear the news. I can't imagine what the families of the individuals who lost their lives are going through, and my prayers go out to all of them.
Let's talk a little bit about relations and what you've seen growing up. We talked about this a little bit earlier today. Growing up in Tri-Cities, and you were much less overt about your background growing up there than you are now, and that obviously comes, you're much more comfortable being out overtly Muslim than you were when you were much younger.
Yeah, definitely. I wasn't as practicing when I was younger, and coming to Seattle, being exposed to a much more diverse environment, I really felt comfortable being able to practice my religion, and being able to, I was inspired by people around me, and this is actually one of the reasons that I got involved in the project that I work in now, which is the Dream Project, helping youth get to college who are low income or are disadvantaged in other ways, and just being able to communicate and work in an environment with those kinds of people. And I've just been really blessed to be able to get involved with many different types of people. And yeah.
Well, through your work with CAIR, you do sort of have your finger on the pulse of the Muslim community, at least the younger Muslim community here in Seattle. What's been their reaction from what you can gauge today about this terrorist attack?
Yeah, so the Muslim leaders within the United States and worldwide condemn any kind of violent actions on civilians, and I've seen that through the Muslim youth and the community worldwide. So any kind of violence is definitely condemned.
This is what people are saying on Facebook today, and This is what you've heard from some of your friends, your classmates at University of Washington?
Yeah, so the place I received this news was actually on Facebook, and it was through a community leader. That's where I was first introduced to the events that took place, and even today in one of my anthropology classes we brought up this topic and kind of what can potentially cause something like this to happen.
One more quick question for you. Given that we've heard about threats that are going to be taking place all around the world, possibly more in America, does it make you nervous about how people here might treat Muslims?
It doesn't necessarily make me nervous. Honestly, it makes me hopeful that we will stay united, and it's for the reasons, for some of the teachings that I've been taught personally and through my family, and it's the idea of compassion. And there's always some way that you can help and contribute to others, no matter what the cause is. And even when you are at a disadvantage, maybe materially, you can always contribute your time. And so this is something that it's an Islamic core principle that I try to implement into my daily life, and I've witnessed many people of all different faiths implementing it to their daily lives, and I'm hoping that this is something that's going to keep us together and keep us united.
Okay, Meva Beganovich, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.